Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. It is Wednesday. We just established that.
It is Wednesday. And you know what? This is going to be a good day because I understand you have something to tell us. You have a confession of sorts.
I do. We will get to that in a moment, my big confession. But first, breaking news.
Yeah.
We didn't know about this until like an hour ago when our producer Jess found it out. It's Beyonce's birthday.
It's the Beehive's birthday.
Yeah, so all over Twitter this morning, as you can imagine, there's a big to-do because she has a birthday today. And just guess how old she is, Mikey?
I want to say she's...
This is such a dangerous question to guess a woman's age.
38.
You're exactly right.
Thank you.
How did you know that?
I'm so smart. I love Beyonce, that's why. All the single ladies, put your hands up.
And apparently the 4th is a big important day to both her and Jay-Z because they were both born on 4s, like different, I assume different months. I don't think this is Jay-Z's birthday too. He's December. See, she just told me in my ear.
December.
She has her finger on the pulse of pop culture.
She sure does. So December 4th.
December 4th
and September
will be
4th.
Jay-Z's birthday.
That's cute. Okay.
Now to my confession.
Confession.
Okay.
Give it to us.
I've been listening to Taylor Swift like nonstop as I write things in the newsroom. So Megan Schiller got me started on this, and then I go from one song to the next song to the next song.
So that's what's happening when I look back at your desk and you're bobbing your head. And
I guess so. Yeah, it's because I have my headset on, and that's what I've been listening to of late. And apparently, I'm not the only one because she is burning up the charts with her new album. It's called Lover. Debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. This is it's really incredible. Like she, like Beyonce, what she has become is magnificent. Like what she's been able to do. This is the 6th time she's taken this. Swift is now the first female artist to sell more than 500,000 copies with 6 different albums.
That's amazing. Good for her. You know, she's one of the artists where you can go to YouTube and look at her videos, and they have not millions of views, but billions of views.
Yeah.
It's very,
Think
very
about
rare.
that.
Yeah, and so she has some great music. I appreciate her. I love that she writes her own music. She's an excellent instrumentalist, and she sings and dances. So that's like a win-win for me.
You know, I was covering a Taylor Swift concert at Heinz Field like last year or something. And normally people think, oh, don't you have a great job? You can cover the concert. Normally I never see the concert. I'm outside interviewing people in the parking lot and all that. But this time, whatever happened, I had like 15 minutes to spare. So I run in to watch, and I was super impressed with how she engaged, what she had to say to the audience. I just thought that it was very personal, and I liked it a lot. I was impressed with her.
Her songs are very personal, they're very real, they're very telling, and you can relate to her. That's what I like about her.
Okay, this is crazy, but it turns out Taylor Swift is going to redo all her songs. Now, this is wild, but apparently, here's the deal. So I learned a lot of this from Jess, too. Our producer is filling in. So her first 6 mega hit albums were with a company called Big Machine label group. Now Big Machine has sold the rights to her music to her manager, or a manager, I should say, named Scooter Braun. Are you with me here? All right, so Scooter Braun has worked with Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and there's a big rivalry between Taylor and Braun. They don't get along, and he now owns her music. So she has decided she's going to re-record all her old songs, release them again, so that she would own them. Which I don't quite understand legally how that makes a difference, but maybe like she records them and like adds a word. Like she just at the end she puts Scooter.
And now it's hers. And you know, and I've heard her speak to people, aspiring singers and people who want to get into the music business. And the one piece of advice that she gives is to get a good lawyer. And I think it's for reasons like this.
This is perhaps why.
The music business is tough.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I'm not in the music business. I like to sing, but no one wants to hear me sing.
No, not at all. All right, so here's another dream for many of us. So an employee at a grocery store in California won $9 million in the California lottery. Can you believe that?
That's incredible.
And so she went home on her lunch break and asked her husband if they won, and they did. And she did return to the store to say that she wasn't coming back, which is very nice of her.
Yeah, because I might have just called in, you know?
Right, and so her coworkers are thrilled for her, so take a listen.
out of nowhere behind me, she comes out and she's like saying like, I was the one who won the ticket. And then we were just like, what? And then she was just like shaking and like excited.
It was amazing to think that she worked for 4 hours and then went home and found out that she was a multimillionaire.
That is wild.
It is wild.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to her. And what the question is, like, so if you left, you did PTL, you went home for lunch, and then you found out that you won $9 million, would you be with us tomorrow?
I would, you know, and it's because I love my job. So I wouldn't not want to do this, but I would start to travel. And I would say if I had a job that I didn't love, I've always wanted to quit with, you know, the big marching band. you quit, you have the marching band.
Do it in style, yes.
I quit, yeah. But I would get bored.
Oh, I think with $9 million, you would find things to do, Mikey.
Yeah,
I bet.
agree. I mean, I just feel like there's only but so much shopping you can do. And you could travel, but I don't know.
But you could start a foundation. You could do things to help others.
Charity.
You could, you know, and you could start a business. You could, you know, you could follow your dreams.
I agree. What would you do? Would you quit?
I would stay here. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I would stay here because I really love doing this show. It's so much fun.
Me too.
So, but then maybe I'd take the rest of the day off. Like, would work out a deal.
I'd take the rest of the week off.
Well, at least take a week off to
yeah.
celebrate your $9 million. So anyway, congratulations to her. Now, if she's looking for something to do with her money, we have found something that she may want to spend her money on, or maybe not, I don't know. So what we're about to show you is called a circus truck. And I wondered, what is a circus truck? But apparently the clowns travel in this. And so this is a big truck. It's an ordinary circus truck. But Banksy, the artist, created all of this, did the outside paint work there, the graffiti on it. He's a very well-known graffiti artist, well-known artist in general. In fact, he's the one, we reported on this like a few months ago, where he had the big, it was sort of a piece of art at an auction.
And it shredded.
It shredded. As soon as it was auctioned off, it starts shredding itself. And so I'm sure the person who bought it had a heart attack. But this is up for grabs. So it's going to be auctioned off in a couple weeks. It took him several weeks to do it. And get this, it could go for $1.8 million.
You know what? I'm not surprised. I follow him on Instagram.
Oh, you do?
And I don't know if you know, he's unknown. So no one knows who he is. Like, you could be Banksy. Yeah, you could be him.
I am.
And so he's this great graffiti artist, and he does all of these murals and things that deal with political issues. And I mean, he's even painted an entire elephant. So he's out there. He's very interesting, and so
I didn't realize
I'm not
that
surprised.
no one knows what he looks like.
No one knows what he looks
It's
like.
like
No
Charlie
one knows
from
who
Charlie's
he is.
Angels.
Yeah, and even that shredded painting that you mentioned, it's worth more now that
because
it's
it was shredded. Yeah, brilliant move. All right, well, that's fantastic.
It is.
All right, so now we want to tell you about a winner being defeated. We want to just tell you it's over for Joey Chestnut. No, it's not over for Joey Chestnut. But do you know what I'm talking about, Joey Chestnut?
I do. The hot dog. He ate a lot of hot dogs.
He ate a lot. He's done very, very well at the Coney Island hot dog competition. But this is not that. This is a hot wings competition in Buffalo, New York. And he was in it, but he lost. He lost to this other guy. What was his name? Jeffrey Esper. He lost to his rival. Apparently, they're nemesises. Is that a word?
You just made it a word.
Nemesises. But anyway, this is what I should say. Esper ate 281 wings in 12 minutes. 281. That was 5 more wings than Chestnut.
Look at them sucking the meat off the bone.
Close.
There's really an art form to chicken wing eating.
Well,
clearly.
and see, I understand the hot dog thing because they sort of soak I mean, it's gross, but they soak them up and then they like swallow them like with the water. But there's bones in chicken wings.
There is.
So the fact that no one was hurt, you know, hopefully they had a doctor on standby, you know?
And the interesting thing too is that no one was overweight. Like, I'm sure you have to
because
practice
they're
eating.
burning up calories.
The chicken wing exercise. That's going to be hot.
That's it. Yeah. All right, so before we go, we want to tell you just 2 Harry Potter things very quickly. And one is there's this Catholic school in Nashville that is banning Harry Potter books. So the school's pastor says the curses and spells used in the books are real and could be dangerous, according to him. So he thinks the books could allow students to conjure up evil spirits just by reading them. Catholic Church hasn't weighed in on this, but this is happening at this particular Catholic school, and obviously the pastor there has a lot of fear about that, but that is the decision that he made there.
That's interesting. I think that sometimes where religion goes too far, but also too at Grove City, if you're really into Harry Potter, the world of witches and wizards and all things magic is coming to Grove City, and the outlets have teamed up with the maker of Harry Potter, Wizards Unite, and that's an interactive video game you play on their phone, and they're going to have an enhanced experience at the outlet. So fans, you'll have to find things like monsters and trolls and treasures and artifacts. So if you see people walking around the outlet staring at their phone, I guess it would just be like any other day. But they're playing this game, and it's a Simon property, Grove City, and so other Simon properties will be participating to go along with the game.
I can tell you, a member of our web team, Heather Lang, had to explain this to me, like the game and how they have this enhanced experience. She is so excited about this, and I think a lot of Harry Potter fans will be equally excited. We'll see them at Grove City, and you'll know which ones they are because they'll be walking around like this. Try not to run into them. But anyway, I think it's an exciting thing and good for Grove City outlets for doing that.
Yeah.